What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my beautiful co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, guys?
What up? Josh is kissing the people. He's muted, but he's kissing the people.
It's hump day. It's Wednesday. I never mute myself.
Comes
I
in with
muted
hump
myself
day.
coming into this. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. I'm feeling good. Yeah.
The first words out of Josh's mouth. It's hump day.
Hump day.
It's hump day.
Guys,
But I'm
also
feeling good.
joining us today on this glorious hump day is great friend of the show and very special guest. We've got Jeff Lambert with us. For those of you that do not know Jeff, you can find him on Twitter at Jeff Lambert77. He is the man, the founder, the owner of Going for Two. And if you guys are not familiar with Going for Two, go check it out at goingfor2.com. They have a whole bunch of shows helping you guys win your fantasy leagues and putting out some killer analysis. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us today, my man.
Thanks for having me, man. This is my third time on the show. Hopefully I have a better performance this time, though.
Third time's the
We'll
charm.
see.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
We got Craig in here. He said the day before the 2022 NFL draft starts, and we get FYF Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
What a great day.
I'm so excited for the draft, guys. So excited. So excited.
I literally took off of work for all 3 days to make sure that I didn't miss any of the draft.
That's smart. That's very smart.
Yeah, me too.
That's
Guys, I
awesome.
forgot to tell you, I'm not going to be on the show. I'm prepping for the draft.
That's fair.
We got Brady in here. He said, how long have you been sitting on that one, Craig? Yeah, Craig's been waiting.
long.
Seriously, it's such a good one. Though.
I like to
Bravo,
imagine Craig
Bravo.
seeing our list of guests for the week and then just going through and writing up
All right.
potential jokes for
Opens
their
up the
names.
notebook.
Yeah, okay, got to get to work.
Nope,
Jeff.
scratch that
Jeff
one
will
out.
be
That
here on
sucks.
Wednesday.
We're
I
better
want to
than
know
this,
what his prep was if we were playing a different game with Jeff. I bet he had a couple other jokes written. Albert, what's up? Welcome in. Hello, glad to have you here. And Alex said, I don't think these commercials are working. Definitely unrelated, but I want some avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, you're all supposed to tell us what ads you're getting. We need to know.
So far, we've had. Didn't someone have an ad for baked beans? Or am I
Baked
making
beans
that up? Baked
And
beans
avocados.
and
Are we just
avocados.
getting?
Mexico.
Are we just getting like Mexican food ads?
Baked beans. If it's baked beans, I don't want that
I don't know, I
taco
guess
with
it's
baked beans
yeah,
on.
baked beans not really
It's
Mexican.
Hey, let's-
Refry.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. Dan Turner said, look, it's OG Boss Man. You got a cheering section in here already. Mr. Scampers, welcome in. Hello,
What up,
pretty
Mr.
peoples. And Dame, what's up? Glad to have you here.
What up,
Kaysen,
Dame?
welcome
Kaysen.
in. And Peaked in High School said FYF live stream for reactions to the draft. Mhm.
I hope you like second and third round picks because you're going to be seeing a lot of reactions to the draft on the FanDuel channels on Friday. We will be covering.
your boys
talking
are
about-
hosting
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the draft Friday night on the
For, like,
FanDuel
Yeah.
channel.
I
many
think that
hours.
might be the first time announcing it, right? We just got the A-OK to announce
Yeah.
that this is a go. So, guys, on
I told my
Friday
mom.
night. Oh, yeah, I also told my mom. I should probably tell my
I didn't tell
girlfriend.
my mom.
I mean,
Um,
it's Wednesday, guys. It's Wednesday. We got 2
Wednesday.
days. You got to tell some
2
people,
days.
Hey, guys, but on Friday night at the beginning, right when the second round or day 2 of the NFL draft starts, their coverage, we will also be going live and breaking down the picks live as they happen. Maybe talking some day 1 stuff, some landing spots, some live reactions, but just come hang out with us on that Friday.
Yeah.
And Jason,
Subscribe to FanDuel.
Simon looks like he's going
Yeah.
on the PGA Tour. I am.
Is that an
I am.
FSGA polo?
Kind of do,
It is
but like,
an FSGA.
it's a little
Oh, not a
deep,
polo.
you
It's
know?
a
It's a
pullover.
quarter zip. And check this
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Are you wearing no shirt under that?
In case the bottom of my hands ever get cold, I
Wow,
can
it looks like
cover
a
the
cast.
bottom of them. Oh, yeah.
It's hot.
And I am wearing a shirt under here. It's another pink shirt scenario.
Oh my
We
God.
saw it.
I
That's-
thought you were
that's
showing us your
100%
chest.
thought that
I
was
thought
chest.
you were showing us your chest. I swear,
I was
man.
like, yeah, he's got no nipples.
It's Ken doll, but up top.
And on bottom, but don't tell
And
me.
on, on bottom.
Hey, Jeff, real fast, before we get started, I have a question for you. Can
What's
I
your
ask,
opinion on Ken dolls? And there it
is-
is.
who's going to be the first wide receiver drafted in the NFL draft, and why is it Garrett Wilson?
I'm going Garrett Wilson as well. That's who I think it'll be.
yes. Yes, okay.
I thought you were
Okay,
going to
just
say,
had
are
to
you
make
ready
sure.
to lose?
Did you guys see the
Oh, no,
rumblings?
I already asked him that.
The rumblings
He's
this
ready.
morning. I saw a couple tweets talking that there's a bunch of rumors about multiple teams wanting to move into the top 10, expecting a wide receiver run in the top 10. That there's like multiple of these receivers that are rising up the boards for NFL teams. The names I saw were Garrett Wilson, Drake London, and Jameson Williams was the other name that's sneaking up there into that top group. So I wouldn't be shocked to see 1 to 3 of those guys go in the first like 12 picks. Like that would not be shocking. And that would be exciting if we get like a bunch of early first wide receiver landing spots. That'll be fun for us.
I really hope so, because I'm doing my show this year and we're dividing up the draft. So we're going live all 3 days. But instead of me going live for the entire 4 hours, I'm taking the first 2 hours. So I'm really worried it's going to be all defense and offensive linemen the whole show.
You can be like, so, yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm very happy we're doing this second day on the FanDuel channels because, defensive players are coming off the board. Hey, remember yesterday when Drake London? Yeah, let's talk about it for a second.
We got Joel in here. What's up, Joel? He said, gentlemen and JL. And Dan wants to know, Josh, who are the Ravens taking in round 1? Oh.
You'll never know. You're never going to know. I'm going to go with an offensive lineman personally. I think it's got to be an offensive lineman. I've seen a wide range of people being projected there, from offensive linemen to pass rushers, but I think we need both. I'm excited. I think we're in a perfect spot. If I know the Ravens, we have so many draft picks, but they're probably going to trade back. That's just typically what they do.
It's their move. It's their signature move.
Good.
And I don't think they have as many holes as it looked like they did last year, right? This is a team that's picking way earlier in the draft than they should because of injuries. So I don't think they have the luxury of being able to just take probably the best player at available whenever they come up on the clock. They don't have a glaring position of need in my eyes. Although, Josh, I agree with you. They could use an additional pass rusher or offensive line. Mr. Scamper said, or Mrs. Scampers in here said, Mr. Scampers, this again? Yeah, he's here every day, Mrs. Scampers. I don't know what to tell you.
Hasn't missed a day.
We got Shevin in here saying, I can't wait for that. Well, we'll see you there, Shevin. And then Kaysen said, I thought of an idea. Friday is just a day where we can see JL do Fortnite dances. Friday Fortnite dances with the one and only JL. What do you think?
It's just like no music and me doing it for like way too long, but very poorly. I'm just very tired.
I can't do a single Fortnite dance. I just half attempted and I'm never going to try again.
Is there more than one?
I want to say one thing real fast. My roommate, who's a huge Ravens fan, and he's pretty good at like guessing who the Ravens are in a draft. Before, he's fully convinced that one way or another, we are winding up with Kayvon Thibodeau. I know he's not projected to fall the Ravens. He was saying we might trade up to get him. That's not a Ravens move. And you don't do that for a defensive lineman, but I don't know. We do have a lot of draft capital this year.
I'm excited to see where he lands because I feel like prior to this past college football season, he was flirting with that number 1 overall pick.
He
right?
still could be like a top 3 pick easily.
Yeah, absolutely. So. It'll be interesting to see how far he falls. Jay said, legit thought Simon had no nips. Well, now we'll never know. I'm not sure anyone has ever seen my nipples, so
I've seen
maybe you guys don't know. Guys, before we get started with our game of Jeopardy today, a couple reminders. Number 1, if you are not already following our guest, Jeff, over on Twitter, go and remedy that right this instant. He's on Twitter at Jeff Lambert77. And I have good news. You don't even have to leave this stream to do it. You can just open another window. Unless you're on mobile, and then I hope you're paying for YouTube Premium, or you will have to disable autoplay in the background while you go to a new window and follow him. But after you do that, you YouTube Premium people, you didn't miss a single word while you were following them. You know what's going on. But anybody else, come back on over to our channel at Front Yard Fantasy and make sure you subscribe and then hit like on this video. It is the easiest way to show your support for what we're doing. And then if you want to check out some more of our content, head on over to Front Yard FYF on TikTok and follow us over there. We're putting out shorts and clips on that platform, and you don't want to miss out on those.
Josh's draft profiles.
Draft profiles and Josh's toes.
A lot of fun with them.
We can't put toes on Twitch, so they only live on our TikTok. That's the only place they go.
There's probably one of these people that are listening right now. They're like, Josh's toes. I mean, hey, I gotta check it out. What does this mean? Like Josh's toes? Like, yeah. How does he do that?
Toes and nipples on the show today, guys.
Oh yeah, no nipples.
No nipples. This is less than usual.
We have pasties on. Yeah.
I live in Texas. So I'm pretty sure you have to wear pasties, right? Yeah. Guys. Today, we brought Jeff here to play some fantasy football Jeopardy. JL is going to be running the game today. I'm going to go ahead and pull the board up. But before we get started, I'm going to explain how this game is going to work. So this is a lot like the TV show Jeopardy, which I assume most of you are familiar with, except most of these questions are going to be NFL or fantasy related, the vast majority of them. How this game is going to work, though, is instead of buzzing in like you do on regular Jeopardy, we are going to be going in a turn order. And it looks like that turn order is going to be Jeff, Josh, Simon, based on the names at the bottom. Whenever it's your turn, you pick which question you'd like to answer. If you get it right, you will add that money to your bank. If you get it wrong, we do not subtract money. You also do not need to answer your prompt in the form of a question like regular Jeopardy. You can just tell us what the answer is. If you get it right, like I said, we'll add that money to your bank. The other twist here is just like in normal Jeopardy, if you get the last question right, you are going to get an advantage. Your advantage in our version in Fantasy Football Jeopardy is that you will get to pick the category for the contestant that goes after you. So Jeff, you get one right, you get to pick the category that Josh has to answer from. He will still get to pick the value, but you get to tell him what type of question he's answering. We'll go like this until the board is empty or we have run out of time, at which point we will go into our final Jeopardy round. This is the only time in the game where you can lose money, but it's up to you. You will be wagering 0 to all of the points that you have acquired throughout the game. If you get it right, you earn those points. If you get it wrong, they are deducted from your score. The person with the most points at the end of today's game will be our Fantasy Jeopardy champion. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
excited.
All right, boys. We got some new categories today and some oldies, some ones you're used to. But we got stat line assign is our first category. Familiar with that one? I'm going to give you some stat lines. You got to choose who they belong to. We got who dis, which is a brand new category. I'm going to show you a picture of somebody. You got to tell me who it is.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
We got grab bag, which could be anything.
How the hell did you get the pictures working? I tried so hard last time to get pictures working.
I hit the picture button, and then I picked the file on my computer, and I hit upload, and then that's it.
You guys are in trouble if I figure that out.
Watch out. We got grab bag, which could be anything. And then we got a new category, easy as ADP. Easy as
I like
ADP.
the title.
This one I'm going to show you a player's ADP graph, and you have to tell me which player it is or something like that.
Interesting.
And then we got NFL franchises. This one, I'll just leave it at that. You guys will find out what it is.
God, I am so bad with names. I am terrified of that category. I'm just awful at
Which
names
category?
and faces.
Who it is?
I mean, easy as ADP is the one I'm really scared of.
There you go.
Nice.
Some information for your opponents there.
It's locked into the brain. I know Simon definitely wants a certain category.
And we got Justin in here before we start. It says happy Wednesday.
Hump day.
Nice hat, Simon. It's a nice hat, Simon.
It has a rope on it.
I
do like the rope.
And Mr. Condolences to Simon's girlfriend. Yeah, no nipples. It's a hard life.
Fair.
Oh, I thought he was referring to me not telling her about the draft stream yet, but the no.
I guess that too.
Both.
I honestly don't know.
It's gonna be a rough night with all the news I have to break.
And before we get started, Albert has a question for us. What do you think of the Melvin Gordon signing back with the Broncos? Jeff, why don't we start with you? What do you think about Melvin Gordon?
So as a Javonte Williams owner, I don't hate it as much as everyone else seems to hate it. I do think it'll be a 60-40 split, but I do think Javonte Williams will get that 60, different than it was last year. I think he's just a better running back overall. Melvin Gordon will be there to be the headache, to be the goal line vulture, unfortunately, but I do think Javonte Williams still could be in that top 15-ish range running back this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. What do you think, Simon?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been saying this all off. Like everyone was getting so hyped about Javonte Williams, and for the Broncos, it just made sense to bring back Melvin Gordon. Like it worked. Having that tandem worked for them. I agree with Jeff. We probably see a little bit more from Williams this year, but it's still going to be a split, and Melvin Gordon's still going to be fantasy relevant and likely yet again will be a value in drafts for redraft this coming season. I know he's a value in Dynasty. He's going in our mocks, he's going so late you can grab Melvin Gordon, but in redraft, you can probably snag him fairly late and he's going to be productive.
Yeah.
I he's even getting drafted in our mocks. I
was thinking about that in 12. I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For me, redraft it hurts him a lot. He's not even a top 10 running back for me in redraft. That's for sure.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Absolutely still a top 5 running back. It really, in my opinion, doesn't hurt him that much for me because I already thought this was going to be the case.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Javonte Williams.
I thought you were talking about Gordon.
Melvin Gordon, top 5 running back.
I was Dynasty. It wasn't until you said Melvin.
Still top 5 Dynasty.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, Josh, nobody here said Melvin Gordon was a top 10 redraft running back. like, what the hell are you talking about?
And Kev saying, bird up. We got Mark saying, what's cracking? Just asking if we're going to have a listener league. Probably.
Yeah, we haven't even had those thoughts yet, but I'm sure we will. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get into this game. Jeff, you are starting out. You get to pick your first category and question value. Where would you like to start, my friend?
Let's start off with grab bag for 100.
Grab bag 100. Here's your question, Jeff. What is the common definition for the Mafia Code of Honor term, omerta? Is it the code of silence, the code of death, or the code of meatballs?
I thought these were supposed to be fantasy questions. I shouldn't have gone.
Grab bag is not fantasy related. And JL said it could be anything, but it could literally be anything.
I should have emphasized, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just literally going to guess this one's a code of death.
Final answer?
Makes sense.
Final
There's
answer.
Omerta in it, right?
It's code of silence.
What?
I'm sorry, Jeff. Code of silence on that one. Yeah. But I think the key clue here is the honor term. The honor term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Josh, we're moving on to you.
That would have thrown me too, Jeff. The Merta
tricky.
seems like it has similar
Death
root
overtones.
words, isn't muerto doesn't that mean death in Spanish?
Yeah.
Or am I
it does.
making that up?
No,
Okay,
it does.
so that was
It
where
does.
I was going with that.
Jay
Yeah,
saying
that's
he lives his
interesting.
life by the code of meatballs. We know.
Different code entirely.
We know. Yeah. All right, Josh. What category and question value would you like?
Give me stat line assigned for 200.
Stat line assigned 200. Here it is. 2018 season. Receiving 147 targets, 125 receptions, 1,405 yards, and 9 receiving touchdowns. Was this Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, or Stephon Diggs?
I don't know. It's 2018. It's 2022 now, JL. 4 years ago. So I'm just seeing the targets and receptions. That's an incredible efficiency. And there's one guy that was incredibly efficient quite a few years ago, Michael Thomas. Julio Jones never put up 9 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs absolutely did, but I don't know. Yeah, it could be Stephon Diggs. I'm going to go with Michael Thomas.
Final answer?
Yes.
It is Michael Thomas. Well, you broke that down
Yeah.
perfectly, Josh. Well done.
It's that
These guys were
efficiency that
fairly
really
close.
made it stand out. The 125 catches,
Yeah.
147 targets. I think that's Drew Brees' last year, right? So
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Stephon had just over 1,000 yards in 2018.
Julio ever had 9 touchdowns in a
Hell
season?
no.
Good question. I don't
Maybe
know.
there's 1 year where he had an outlier season. I could see Ray at 10 or something, but he
Yeah.
definitely averages 5 touchdowns a year.
Alex,
Alex.
not only with the answer, but just with the has to be.
The double affirmation. I have to bring it up. Has to be.
There
Well,
were
it's not.
answers all over the place a little bit. No
was.
Stephon Diggs, actually. Well,
One Diggs.
One day.
Don't bring it up. He'll yell at us for calling him out again.
I know. I saw what happened.
Don't say who got it wrong, Josh.
Seven got it right. Well done. All right, Josh, that's going to give you 200, and you get to pick Simon's next category. Where you send him.
Beautiful. And then Craig said Julio had 10 1 year and 8.
So we were right. He's never had exactly
4
9.
years. Yeah. All right, I get to pick Simon's category. Simon, I would really like to know what's going on in the Who Dis category. So why don't you
500.
check it out.
500. All right, Simon, here's your question. Who is it? Who dis?
Oh, so it's an actual. It could be anyone. Okay.
Are these NFL related or no? Is
Yeah.
this Sam Darnold's brother?
I will say this one is not NFL related.
I have absolutely no clue. We'll go with
I mean, I know his nick. What I call him.
we'll go with Toby.
Toby, final answer.
Final answer.
That's Meth Damon.
It is Meth Damon, aka Jesse Plemons, and Mr. Scampers and Craig got that one right. Well done.
That's
He's an
Meth
actor.
Damon, right?
Yeah, Meth
I would have
Damon
from
from
I would
Breaking
have
Bad. Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
never
Yeah.
gotten that one ever.
Yeah.
That's
Is
why it's
he-
500.
Is he 25 or is he 55?
I don't know.
Dude, he's always looked like he's somewhere between 20 and 60. So,
Yeah.
since he's been 18. So,
Well, I'm sorry, Simon. You didn't get that one correct.
I
You
did
went
not.
big and you went home.
It's my strategy. In categories I know I'm going to do bad at, I go for the big
So,
ones
in
because
case
I'm
I
probably
just
going to
messed up
miss.
the difficulty.
No, and I'm probably going to miss the low ones too, but it's less embarrassing if I miss the 500.
All right, Jeff, we're coming back to you, and you get to pick your own category this time and question value.
Let's go stat line assigned for 400.
Stat line assigned for 400. Here's your question, Jeff. 2021 season receiving 103 targets, 68 receptions, 865 yards, and 8 touchdowns. And fantasy 202.5 PPR fantasy points. Finished as a wide receiver 27. Is that Amari Cooper, Jacoby Myers, Devonta Smith, or Christian Kirk?
Christian Kirk, final answer.
Christian Kirk, he says. The answer is Amari Cooper.
No, Christian Kirk seemed right to me.
I knew he had just missed 1,000 yards, and I figured he got about 100 targets. The touchdowns, I wasn't 100% sure on that.
Christian Kirk literally just missed 100,000 yards. I'm thinking about it.
The chat was all wrong on this one too. A lot of Smith and a couple Kirks in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
this one
got a little tricky. Amari Cooper finishes the wide receiver 20.
I wouldn't have gotten that one right. I know I wouldn't have. I didn't know Amari Cooper had 8 catches. 8 touchdowns.
8 catches all season.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
That's a lot. How do you guys feel about Amari Cooper on the Browns this season? It's a new situation, new quarterback, but obviously Deshaun Watson has a lot of as a very good reputation in terms of football. How are you feeling about Amari Cooper from a fantasy perspective?
I want to see if Kareem Hunt gets dealt during this draft to kind of see what this offensive philosophy is going to look like on what is a new Browns offense, one where maybe they're going to rely on the quarterback a little bit more than they have in years past. This has been a heavy rush first offense, but I don't know. We're seeing some moves. Like if they don't move Kareem Hunt and draft a tight end early in the draft, then it probably signals they're going to continue with that heavy run strategy. But if they dish Kareem Hunt, go after a wide receiver, then maybe this is going to be a little bit more of a pass-happy offense. Either way, I think it's a slight downgrade just because there's some unknown. It's a new system, and what we've seen from them is rush first, but slight downgrade for Amari Cooper.
You think, Jeff? How you feeling about Amari Cooper?
If I think it's a little bit of an upgrade because not much else beyond Amari Cooper there. So if Watson is playing this year, which we're still not 100% sure that he will, I do think Cooper will have a better season than he did last year. Obviously, if Watson doesn't play, I'm avoiding Cooper at all costs.
Yeah. I'm very. I've been very vocal about my Amari Cooper fading over the last couple of years, and this year, I do think he does have some upside with Watson there, but I'm still not very hyped on Cooper. Josh, you feeling differently?
I'm higher on Cooper than I have been in a while, to be honest, because once they got CeeDee Lamb in Dallas, I got really low on Cooper because I thought CeeDee Lamb was going to take over that wide receiver 1 role, which he, kind of sort of did.
Not really, though.
Not really. I mean, at times, you're absolutely right. Not exactly what we expected, but now him being what I believe to be the locked in, the obvious wide receiver 1 for that team, there's going to be less passing, but it's going to go. The passing will go through Amari Cooper, in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll see, and we'll see if they how the draft changes things. All right, Josh, we're back to you. You get to pick your category and your question value. Where would you like to go?
I'll go to let's see what's up with NFL franchises for 200.
200 NFL franchises. The 2008 St. Louis Rams were not always in St. Louis. Which city did their franchise start in? Baltimore, Cleveland, or Los Angeles?
It's kind of a fun question. Los Angeles.
Final answer?
Yeah. It's kind of like
it was Cleveland, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they had restarted in LA at a time later. I can't remember the exact decade, but Cleveland is where they began.
The Rams were in LA, right? And then they moved to St. Louis, and then they moved back to LA.
Yep.
Okay.
You tricked the whole chat on that one, JL.
The entire
Everyone's
chat. LA. All right. Sorry, Josh, didn't get that one correctly. Simon, we're moving on to you.
Yes. Grab bag for 400.
Grab bag 400. Here's your question. Which one of the following diseases, conditions, or disorders did I make up? Kawasaki disease, cat scratch disease, Creutzfeldt-Dingle disease, Brainerd diarrhea, fibromyalgia, or trumpeter's wart?
Okay, so I know 2 of these are real diseases. I'm going to get out of the comments and in the private chat just so I can talk through this. Kawasaki and fibromyalgia, I know, are real things.
But it's not a disease. He's going to get you that way.
That's what
it's a phobia.
There's a couple in here that like scream jail made these up. Brainerd diarrhea. That says like brain nerd diarrhea. But also, would you really put diarrhea on the fake one? That seems like, I don't know. Trumpeter's wart sounds made up. And then the one with dingle in it. sounds made up. I'm going to just ignore Cat Scratch. That seems like a red herring, like you want me to pick Cat Scratch. I don't know anything about it. I'm going to go with Kreutz Dingle. I'm going to say you put the hyphen in there and use the word dingle, and Kreutz Dingle is the fake one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Sorry, Simon. You were right. Kreutz Dingle.
I mean, honestly, I read Kreutz Dingle disease and I was like, that's got to be real because, like, it sounds so made up.
It's hyphenated. Got the hyphen, so it's got to be real.
Yeah, Kreutz Dingle is completely from my brain.
I would have gone with that.
You would have gone with Kreutz Dingle too?
No, I would not have.
Which one would you have gone with?
Probably Brainerd diarrhea.
That's what I was going with too.
The real thing.
I was close to going Brainerd diarrhea. I was real close.
We got Joel got Kreutz.
Nice
Alex
job,
thought
Joel.
it was Brainerd. Justin thought it was Trumpeter's Wart. Dave got Kreutz Dingle. He's a dingus. I almost made it dingus, Kreutz Dingus, but I felt like that was too obvious.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Scampers got right. Brady. Well done. We got some cat scratch disease. The chat was all over the place, so I tricked some of you. And then I like how Dan said CDD. He's already abbreviating
CDD.
our made-up disease. Yeah. Well done, Simon. That's going to give you 400 here.
Ooh.
And I like to think you know Kawasaki because that was what I had when I was 5.
That is the only reason I know about Kawasaki.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why else you would have heard about it.
Nope.
All right, Simon, you get to pick Jeff's next category. Where are you sending Jeff?
You know what? Let's go to the one category we haven't seen yet. Let's go to easy as ADP.
All right, Jeff. What question value would you like here in easy as ADP?
I want to get on the board, so let's just go with 100 so I can hopefully get one right here.
100. All right. I like that strategy.
So Kaysen was letting us know if you search up Brainerd diarrhea, a picture is someone with poo-poo in their hand.
Good to know.
Thanks for doing that for us,
thanks for
Kaysen. I really appreciate you doing that. Let us know what happens when you search Kreutz Dingle.
Yeah, Kreutz Dingle. They said it's well documented. Or no, he said Ted Nugent struggled with cat scratch fever. It's well documented. Good to know.
There we go.
Joel said Scampers disease. Stop scratching people, Mr. Scampers. All right. You said easy as ADP, and Jeff, you said 100. Here's your question, Jeff. Which of the following players corresponds to this Dynasty positional ADP chart? The source is from DLF. Is this Cooper Kupp or Deebo Samuel? So this is positional ADP over the years.
It's got to be Cooper Kupp.
Final answer?
Yeah, one Cooper Kupp.
It's Deebo Samuel.
Oh my God!
All right, Cooper Kupp was drafted in 2017. Was the trick there?
That's why I was kind of trying to read those years.
Yeah, it was kind of tricky, but you can see they
both have very similar charts.
Trajectory.
Yeah. The last 3 seasons for sure. Since what year is that? 2020. They are just like borderline identical right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised there's like not more of a jump up there. Like, yeah. For Cooper Kupp honestly.
For Cooper Kupp, a big jump. Yeah. I guess he jumped up from the 25th spot or so, mid 20s up to the top 10.
That makes sense.
How are you guys feeling about Deebo Samuel with all this contract stuff? I know it's been on everybody's mind lately. It's been in the news. How are you guys feeling about Deebo Samuel from a fantasy perspective? What are you doing? Are you holding them, buying them, you selling them? Jeff, why don't we start with you?
I'm sorry, I missed the question. I was reading the chat. What was the question?
How are you feeling about Deebo Samuel with all this contract, talk and him, reportedly wanting out of 49ers? What are you doing with him in fantasy?
If I own him, I'm holding. If I'm not trying to sell right now. I don't think his value is going to be much different wherever he goes, but I do think his value right now with all the rumors is a bit depressed. So I'm holding on to him to see where he goes. If he ends up staying, then then I'm holding him as well. But I think I just hold for now.
Yeah.
Asking for a friend, would you rather have Cooper Kupp or Deebo Samuel in Dynasty?
Cooper Kupp right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think it'd be Cooper for me.
Yeah. At this moment, let's see what happens with Deebo, right? Like for instance, all the rumors with the Jets. If Deebo's on the Jets compared to Cooper Kupp, I'm taking Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
No offense, Jets. No offense.
It looks like Dan noticed I might have accidentally had the wrong screenshot in there, which might have included Deebo on the bottom. Good thing we didn't see that. Good thing we did not see that.
That's not going to be a problem with the other pictures, though, is it?
I don't think so, no.
Right.
I don't think so.
Right.
Shouldn't be.
Cool.
I saw it to be a good sport. I got it wrong.
Then don't
Yeah.
send your opponents to that category if it does show
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, Josh, we're moving on to you. What category would you like? Question value.
Let's go to who dis for 200.
Nerd.
Who dis for 200? All right, here is your question, Josh. Who dis?
I don't know.
No
I
answer?
don't know.
You don't want to take a guess?
It wouldn't really matter. I don't
Okay.
know what it is.
It's Christian Kirk. Christian
Oh, okay.
Kirk.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool,
So this
cool,
is taken
cool,
from
cool,
his
cool.
Instagram. Christian Kirk. So now you guys are getting a feel for what this category
Yo,
is.
when you scroll down, that was weird seeing him in shorts. I don't know why. I feel like I'm used to seeing these football players in like football pants or like suits, like
Yeah.
whenever they're
At
walking
the very
in. I
least,
wasn't
like some joggers.
I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
like khaki shorts, like some like 7-inch inseam khaki shorts on the bottom down there.
Yeah, that's
Got
fair.
some nice calves. Maybe he should show
He
them
does.
off more often,
He
Christian.
does. Where it was 200, right? Yeah. Look at those. Look at those bad boys.
Woo-wee!
Hairy
I'll
guy.
give you a run for your money, JL.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Uh,
scrolled down, I didn't get to see the whole picture. I would have known it was Kirk.
You would have known the legs. Yeah. I could spot those legs anywhere.
Kind of messed up, honestly. I'm a little bit frustrated now.
And the chat knew that one. They had no trouble with it. Doesn't look like I tricked anybody there.
Well,
Moving
no
on
one's
to
going
you.
to answer if they don't know it.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. All right. Moving on to you, Simon. Where would you like to go? What category and question value?
Let's see if you messed up. Let's go easy as ADP for 500.
All right. 500. Let's go. This is, we'll see. Woo, we didn't.
Damn
All right.
it.
All right, Simon, you have 5 chances
gonna
to
get out of
correctly
the
guess
chat.
at least one of the players corresponding to their dynasty overall ADP. So this is overall ADP. I'll point that out. And this is from DLF. I'm going to give you 5 chances to correctly guess at least one of the players corresponding to this graph here. All right, does that make sense?
Yes. Ooh,
So
I feel
you can give me 5 names as you work through this, and I'll
I
write
think
them
I know
down.
one of them.
I feel like
I think I know
one's
one of them.
too obvious, but overall, oh, I didn't see the y-axis. So we've got like where they're actually being drafted. So 50 is the peak of that orange one. Who was drafted around 1? But 50, that's not high enough for. Oh God, this is tough, JL. This is a toughie right here. Darnell Mooney for the green one.
Okay. I wrote down Darnell Mooney.
Do I need to tell you which one it corresponds to?
Nope. Just tell me the list of 5 players that you think, and if any of them match up, I'll give you
Okay.
the credit.
I'm trying to think of some players last year that we were real excited about.
So you're not going with him?
No, he said 5. I get
Yeah.
5.
5 chances. Yep.
But you only to guess one. You have 5.
Only
you
one
can
of them
say-
has to mess up. Only one of them has to match up. Yes, but I'm going to give him 5 chances to guess here.
How much
Which-
is this worth?
Which 500.
500.
To get
I'll
one
go-
in 5 chances?
I'm guessing
There's
these
no
are
other
harder.
information here.
I'm guessing these are harder. I'll go Rondale Moore.
Okay.
What are
Darnell
you kidding?
Mooney. Rondale Moore. Who was another big riser from last season to this? Or maybe I'll go Kadarius Toney.
Okay.
I will say who's had a big bounce back in ADP? I have no idea. And from the year before, whose value has risen that much into that range. But I already guessed Mooney on that one. I think that's a pretty good guess. I'll go Najee, even though he's getting drafted way higher. And we will go with one other player, and that player is going to be Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. All right. So you got Darnell Mooney, Rondale Moore, Kadarius Toney, Najee Harris, and Mac Jones.
Yes.
Correct?
Yep. I have no confidence. Mooney's the one I'm most confident about, and I still feel like that's wrong.
We got tons of guesses here in the
Very
chat.
confident that orange line. I know who that orange line is.
I'm
You
on
want to take a
Rob.
guess now
I'm
that his
guessing.
are?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How did I completely forget about him?
In the pink drop off, I'm going Terrence Marshall on that one.
Yeah, I like that. Terrace Marshall, yeah.
That also checks out.
Any other guesses before I reveal?
The purple. I thought of like Cordell Patterson or Melvin Gordon.
I think Cordell Patterson was before 2018, right? I think
Fournette was my guess with the purple.
Is this like when?
Oh, that's a great
drafted,
guess.
100%.
Is where their ADP starts is the year they were drafted.
Okay.
Leonard Fournette's a great one, Jeff, for 2018 for the purple guy.
All right, I'm going to show the answer. We got Darnell Mooney, Elijah Mitchell, Rashad Penny, Trey.
It's Elijah
Sermon.
Mitchell.
Elijah Mitchell. Yep. Elijah Mitchell. Yep. Jumped up is the orange. Rashad Penny, 2018.
This would be one quarterback. Yeah.
And Trey Sermon dropped off, but you got Darnell Mooney, Simon. So you're going to get credit. Well done.
Trying to think of someone who rose, like had a pretty big rise, but not necessarily meteoric, and then rose again, just a little bit.
Yeah. No, you nailed that one. So it's a little trickier than we thought. I'm trying to see in the chat if anybody else got one. I don't think anybody did. A lot of Terrace Marshalls, a whole lot of Terrace Marshalls.
A lot of St. Browns.
Yep. Well done, Simon. All right, that's going to give you 500. And you get to pick Jeff's next category here.
Let's see. Let's send Jeff to
any category. I suck at all of them.
Let's go to stat line assign.
All right, stat line assign. What question value would you like, Jeff?
Let's go 500.
500.
Ooh-wee.
All right, here's your question, Jeff. Receiving 134 targets, 94 receptions, 1,161 yards, and 10 receiving touchdowns, finishing the season with 270.5 PPR fantasy points. Was this Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, Michael Thomas, Cooper Kupp, Keenan Allen, Julian Edelman, or DeAndre Hopkins?
Which is 2019.
2019 season, yep.
Oh, man, this is tough. Because it could... All right, so this is what my reasoning on this one, because earlier in the chat we talked about Julio Jones and someone said he had a 10 touchdown season. So I'm just going to go 2019 was his 10 touchdown season and go Jones.
Julio Jones, final answer?
Final answer.
I don't think it was his 10 touchdown season.
It's Cooper Kupp.
Like that was a while ago. I would not have gotten Cooper Kupp, though. I definitely would not have gotten Cooper Kupp.
Wide receiver 4.
I think I would have gone Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin.
He was my other choice. Between Julio Jones and Chris Godwin, my choice. I wouldn't even consider Cooper Kupp.
No, me either. At all. Not at all.
All these guys are kind of close, but yeah, seeing Cooper Kupp as a wide receiver 4 just 2 years ago was a bit shocking to me. Jay said he already knew that, but
he came out of nowhere.
Where did he come from? I think he was wide receiver like 26 in 2020, like the in-between years, which makes sense.
I'm just gonna be honest. You would have fully pulled me in with the Julian Edelman in there if this was my question. Like without a doubt, I would have been like, "Oh, he was tricking
close.
me," because I remembered him having a pretty big year not too long ago.
It was 2019. I think he was like wide receiver 6 or something, 6 or 7.
You would have pulled me in. I would have fully guessed Julian Edelman.
Yep. It's a bit tricky there. Josh, we're back to you. What question value and category would you like?
Easy as ADP for 400.
400, easy as ADP.
Screw those lower amounts. Like, getting those wrong anyway. Might as well go big.
Might as well go big. All right. Here is your question, Josh. Easy as ADP 400.
Let's go.
Correctly label each series in the Dynasty positional ADP chart with its corresponding player. And as before, this is from DLF. We got Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey, and Saquon Barkley. So, I'm asking you to correctly label each of these series with the correct player, corresponding player.
So Aaron Jones was definitely the purple line. He was like a 5th round pick. Well, Austin Eckler, I don't remember how high he was picked. He was drafted in 2017. Okay, and they were all drafted in 2017, huh?
There's one. It's kind of tough to see, but it's green and it starts in 2018.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Here, let's see if I can zoom in.
Gotcha.
A little better.
Okay. So, I mean, I know Aaron Jones, he was drafted after Jamal Williams in that draft. So I got to assume he's the lowest line. And then I just don't remember where the hell Austin Eckler was drafted. Alvin Kamara was not drafted that high, though. He was like a 3rd round pick. So Christian McCaffrey, he was definitely drafted very high. Saquon Barkley drafted very high. I think he's the one in 2000. Wait, what? Oh, he's the one in. Okay. Christian McCaffrey. Austin. Why do I not remember Austin Eckler?
So far you got Aaron Jones for the purple. Is what
Aaron Jones for the purple. I'll go with. But he's not being drafted that high now. He's more like the green. So Aaron Jones is the green. Alvin Kamara is the purple. No, that doesn't make sense either. Maybe Austin Eckler's the purple, probably. Austin Eckler's the purple. Aaron Jones is the green. Yeah. Austin Eckler purple. Aaron Jones green.
Okay.
Alvin Kamara orange.
Okay. You got light green and pink left.
Christian McCaffrey pink and Saquon Barkley light green.
Final answer.
Yes.
That is exactly what I would have said, Josh. Like once you made that switch with
there,
Jones and Eckler, you got exactly what I would have said.
Okay.
Jeff, you think he's wrong in any of these?
It all makes sense. I'm looking at it like, okay, Eckler definitely makes sense. And then I'm looking at the one that dropped down for Barkley, and I think he picked the right one there. So I think it's pretty close.
All right. Well,
I don't even remember what I said. I hope you were writing it down.
you said yes. Purple. You said purple was Eckler, dark green was Aaron Jones, light green was Barkley, orange was Kamara, and pink was CMC.
Yeah.
And this is the answer. Dark green was Aaron Jones. You got that right. Alvin Kamara, orange. You got that right. Austin Eckler, purple.
I got it right.
You got it right.
I got it right.
And light green.
I was cheering for you on
time
that
breaking
one,
that
Josh.
down, but really, I should have used the 2022 a little bit more than I was using at first. I was really just trying to use like where they started, and then the whole picture really.
I thought this was a fun one because I think you can reason
was.
it out. You can reason out sort of where they were drafted, and then using that to see their trajectory.
Took a little bit longer than I wanted, but I had fun doing it.
Well done, Josh. That's going to give you 400, and you get to pick Simon's next category.
Simon, who dis?
Who dis, Simon?
Simon, 400.
Simon, 400. Who dis? Here's your question. Who dis, Simon?
Get out of the chat. And I'm distracted by the swag. Just that jacket is so cool.
Bag.
I thought I knew it was at first, but now I don't.
I don't know. I'm telling you, this is the wrong cat. I'm so bad at faces and names. I don't know.
No guess.
I'll guess I'll say Smith.
Devonta?
Just general. I thought this was Jeopardy rules where I could just say a last name.
Nope, I won't give you credit for it.
Well, then I will just
Or I'll
say
just assume Devonta Smith.
I have no guess.
Let him say Smith.
No
I'm pretty
guess.
sure that's not a Smith.
No, it's Emmanuel Sanders. It's Emmanuel Sanders.
I thought it
Sorry,
looked like
Simon.
Juju at first, but I was like, no, he's older than Juju.
Yeah, this was a tough one. It's a little tougher. The chat, they knew it though. They knew it. J Wall, Emmanuel Sanders, Albert Emmanuel Sanders, Sanders from Chevin, Dame Sanders.
What's wrong about?
This has
Easier
always
than
been
that.
something I've struggled with. Like even with like actor and actress names and stuff, I'll be like, oh, that's that guy from that
Oh,
thing.
yeah. It's
And then
not-
I still
Matt
cannot.
Damon.
It's not Damon.
No idea who they actually are.
All right, Jeff, we're back to you. You get to pick your own category and question value here. Where would you like to go?
I need to get on the board. NFL franchises 400.
400. All right, here's your question, Jeff. Which of these franchises joined the NFL and was welcomed to their first season by having no wins? The 49ers, the Falcons, the Panthers, or the Bucks?
Oh, having no wins. I'm leaning the Bucks because I know they definitely had a season where they had 0 wins. I don't know if that was their inaugural season or not, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks. Final answer.
Final answer.
I love the Bucks there, Jeff.
You are absolutely correct,
Yeah,
Jeff.
they must have had a
Tampa Bay
tie, right?
Bucks.
Because there are only 2 teams ever to go completely defeated, and that's the Lions and the Browns.
Yeah,
I don't know how far he was going to go back. I think that's just in the Super Bowl era. I think if you go back
Okay.
yeah.
before that, I think there are other teams that went defeated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just recently like looking up the worst franchises ever with a couple of my buddies, and like a lot of places were saying the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the worst franchise ever. Like
They got
outside
the
of
two
like
Super Bowls.
2 Super Bowls, they have the worst winning percentage, I believe. So
Wow.
it would make a lot of sense.
It would. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like they didn't have a tie. I just looked 0-14-0. So you're right, Jeff. That's that I have is just wrong.
Yeah. A lot of the chat got that one right. They got Bucks, and then there's a mix of Panthers in there as well. A little tricky for sure.
Good job.
Well
Jeff.
done, Jeff. You're on the board.
Finally,
And
on
you
the
get to
board.
pick. You
Yeah,
get to pick.
you
Josh's
definitely
next-
that's definitely relieving.
Yeah, you get to pick Josh's next category here. Where are you sending Josh?
Easy as ADP.
And Josh, or I'm sorry, Jeff, you're still in this game. This has been a low scoring game.
As long as there's Final Jeopardy too. Yeah.
But
yeah.
even
We probably
score-wise,
do have to
not
move a
far,
little
far.
bit though.
Yeah, we'll speed up here.
Yeah.
So you said easy as ADP?
Easy as ADP.
I do 200 there.
All right, 200 for Josh.
I really shouldn't have gone 200 because they've been screwing me, but
Oh no, my StreamYard browser tab is. Can you
It's-
guys
it's
still hear
up.
me?
Yeah.
Everything's
Okay.
good over here.
You guys are just a pink box on my screen. All right. So, which of the following players corresponds to this Dynasty overall ADP chart? Allen Robinson, Michael Thomas, or Odell Beckham?
So all of them are relatively similar. I'm gonna just make this bigger real fast on my screen.
Yeah, zoom in.
I just like enlarged it. I can't see the chat or anything now. So 2014, like I think maybe all these wide receivers were drafted then, but it's not Odell Beckham because he was hurt that year, but it's Dynasty, so it can't be Odell Beckham. Both Michael Thomas and Allen Robinson, I think they were both second round picks, so that coming into the league ADP makes a lot of sense. But they obviously were top tier draft picks until 2019, where something happened and they fell. It's Michael Thomas. Okay, I figured it out. It's Michael Thomas, right?
Final answer?
Yeah.
Let me zoom out here. It's Odell Beckham.
What? I would have
Odell.
gone Robinson.
Oh,
Dynasty
Odell.
ADP. He was a top 15. I guess that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, we have Odell
never
Beckham
mind.
shot up. You're right. The key here, yeah, he wasn't. He was drafted a little lower and then popped up and has slowly
go
been
back
declined.
up?
I think he started out hurt, didn't he? His rookie season, he missed like the first 6
Isn't that
games.
a different chart?
No, the color's just.
Oh,
different.
I
can't
see.
control the colors,
I see.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry, what'd you say, Jeff?
I said Odell Beckham. He started the season hurt, his rookie season.
He
so
did, but
probably
it's
hurt him.
Dynasty ADP. You know, it's I guess going back to I don't know.
Yeah, Allen Robinson
Interesting to me.
obviously has not been, the top 5, top 10. And then Michael Thomas was the more tricky one too, but he had that
drafted later
sharp
though.
and a sharp decline.
It's a pretty similar chart though, just starting a couple years later for Michael Thomas.
Yeah, and the draft year also is a clue there. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Josh, you didn't get that one correct. So we're moving on to Simon. What category and question?
You know what?
$100 questions. Like,
Let's go grab bag for 500.
Grab bag 500. All right,
Okay.
here's your question, Simon. Which of the following types of pasta did I miss? Torchio, tagliatelle,
There's so many on
Ditalini,
here.
Corsetti, Scoreggia, pappardelle, Falasia, Vermicelli, Barbine, Stringosi, Gemelli, or Bigoli?
I was just watching a show where as one of the mini games, they had to run through types of pasta. Also, I'm in the private chat, just so you guys know, in case people in the chat know. And they had to go until someone couldn't
many.
name a type of pasta. Let's see. Some of these, you know what? I'm not going to overthink this. Big Oli. You made up Big Oli. That's
Big
just a big
Oli?
old noodle. You made up Big Oli.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Scoreggia.
No.
Smart in Italian. Sorry, Simon. You didn't get that one correct.
Well, they might as well put that on the menu for anything with cream sauce listed as an ingredient.
I'm sorry. The 500s are brutal today. We got some good guesses here in the
It's like
chat.
14 types of
There's a
pasta
lot.
listed.
There's a lot.
The
All
hell
right,
is a
Jeff.
Big Oli?
Bigoli. I can't
All
even
right,
tell
I'm
you.
going for the top here. I'm going to go franchises for 500.
Franchises 500. You
Oh,
brave
it's-
man. Here's your question. The Detroit Lions franchise joined the NFL in the 1930. Which team name did they use in that season? The Portsmouth Spartans, the Motor City Bears, the Detroit Tigers, the Michigan Maulers, the Motor City Firebirds, the Michigan Lightning, or the Portsmouth Diesels?
My guess.
Dave said fart pasta.
I have a guess at least, but I don't know if it's right.
Me too.
Oh man, this is tough because there's a couple of them that I think I've heard. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Detroit Tigers. I know that's the baseball team, but I think that was the football team before. So I'm going Detroit Tigers.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I like
That was my guess, Jeff.
Well, that's the wrong. I'm on the wrong.
Well,
tab.
The
I don't know
answer is actually
why
foot
why
pasta.
did it pick fart pasta as the one to show? It's the Spartans. It's the Spartans. I'm sorry. A couple people in the chat got that one right. Well done. Sorry,
That's cool,
we're
man.
moving on to you, Josh. Speeding through these a little bit.
Yeah. Stat line assigned 300. Let's go.
300. All right, here's your question. Which of the following stat lines belongs to Aaron Jones? I'm not going to read them all out. Option 1 or option 2?
It's the one with 4 rushing touchdowns.
I kind of forget. The first option one. Option 1.
Option 1, final answer?
Yeah.
Option 1 is correct. Option 2 is
Let's go.
Javonte Williams.
Let's
Javonte
go.
Williams. Kind of similar.
Those are pretty similar stat lines.
Yeah. The chat was not fooled. Got all one. Well done.
There we go. Nice job,
Josh, you're going to
chat.
get points for that one. And you get pick Simon's next category.
Who dis? Sorry,
Who
Simon.
dis?
I have to do it to you. You're tied with me.
300.
300. Who dis?
TEU. Is that a hint? So it's some dude. He's got like something like Shapiro-esque about him, but I can't quite place it. I am gonna go with Jackson.
Jackson.
That could be the first or last name.
Okay, final answer. Jackson.
Yep.
It's not. It's Cole Kmet.
Damn it.
And the TEU was absolutely a hint. Tight end university.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I was trying to think of the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
That would have really helped me out. I
In the chat,
I
they
just
knew
got
that
so in my head. I was like, I don't know this. I don't know who he is, and there's nothing I can figure out.
Ray sits in the eyebrow, Simon.
It is the eyebrows. That's what it is. Sorry, Cole Kmet. I apologize.
And James saying prize pick hat looking sharp, Simon.
Hey.
All
It is a
right,
nice hat.
Jeff, we're moving on to you. What category and question value would you like?
Let's go with NFL franchises for 300.
300. All right, here's your question, Jeff. The NFL began in 1922. How many teams played in the inaugural season? 4, 11, 18, or 25?
Damn. Okay. I don't think it's 25 or 18. It just seems like way too many. So it's between 4 and 11. I'm going to go 11 because 4 seems like wouldn't even be a point to have it a season if you only had 4 teams. So I'm going 11.
11. It's 18. I'm sorry, Jeff. 18.
Oh, Jeff, I had the same exact lot. I was 4'11". It has to be pretty much like that. Wow.
At least 18 you can divide by 2. So, maybe
And
that
it's a
was the
9.
reason.
Hey, but sometimes professional sports leagues like the NHL
divide-
until the
okay,
addition of
sometimes
the
they do, yeah.
Kraken
Yeah.
had 31 teams, not 32.
That's
It
true.
doesn't have to be an even.
It
I
doesn't.
probably
It
would
doesn't.
have gone with 4 there personally.
4.
I think
Yeah.
the NFL for a while had uneven when the Browns, when they moved to Baltimore,
Oh, yeah.
they didn't
Probably.
replace.
Yeah.
All right, Josh.
All right.
We're
Give
moving
me
on to
easy as ADP 300. Let's go.
300. Here's your question, Josh. Which of the following player corresponds to this dynasty positional ADP chart? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, or Patrick Mahomes?
Just gonna leave that chat real fast. So I'm just thinking like they weren't all the same year. Patrick Mahomes was drafted a year before Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. I can't remember the year. Why can't I remember the year? Lamar Jackson is going into his 5th year option, right? I think. So I think it's Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. Positional ADP said that not even the top 15 quarterback. This is Josh Allen. Well, no, that could be Lamar Jackson still too. No, because it's Lamar Jackson. It's Lamar Jackson. It's Lamar Jackson. It's Lamar Jackson. 100% Lamar Jackson.
Final answer?
Yes.
It is. I think you're right. Yeah. It is Lamar Jackson.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah. I
Okay,
put it up
cool,
here.
cool, cool.
That's it. Lamar
Okay,
Jackson is
Lamar.
correct. Well done, Josh. And you reasoned that out
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah,
While he does a similar trajectory as Josh Allen, Josh Allen never has really had a drop off. Patrick Mahomes went up earlier.
The dip made me think it was either Mahomes or Jackson. Not that Mahomes has had a big dip, but just like from 1 to 2,
What?
maybe 3.
Never mind, just
Dip.
going.
Dip, D-I-P.
Oh boy! And the other clue there was that Patrick Mahomes
Jeez,
was,
you
was
guys.
drafted the year before in 2017 with this big dip. All right. Ooh, I want to run through one more round, but I don't think we have time. I didn't. Thank you for reminding me that. That's right. Yeah.
You're called.
300, yeah.
I'm done with
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right. We'll just do Final Jeopardy here. Let's see. I'll take this down. Josh, you have 1,200. Simon, you got 900. Jeff, you got 400. So contestants, I need you to write down. You're going to write down on your phone, on a piece of paper, whatever is easiest for you, what you're going to wager for this Final Jeopardy round. I'm going to tell you the category before you do. The category is franchise draft history. Franchise draft history is the category.
I like that, actually.
Franchise
That's
draft.
the noise Josh
I was
makes when he
really-
likes something.
I was really confused what was going on. I thought I looked at Jeff's screen. I was like, is that an animal? But it was just his head.
It's
with
just
the
him. Yeah.
headphones.
Yeah. All right. Simon, we got 900. Josh, you got 1,200. And Jeff, you got 400. All right, contestants, you have your wager.
I've seen people, especially Simon, win games when being down in Final Jeopardy a couple times. So
anybody's game.
Watch
All
out,
right,
Jeff.
contestants, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and reveal your wagers for me.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Josh,
didn't
I'm
even
ready.
write down
Wait a
wagers.
minute. I
didn't see anyone's. So
Simon.
I'll just write it down real fast.
All right. And all
I'm
right.
waiting too much because I messed up. But
And 1,000 by Josh. All right. So Simon and Jeff going all in on this one. And Josh, you are going with 1,000. Just going to leave you with either 200 or 2,200
1 million.
or 1 million.
if we all get it wrong, I win.
All right. Here is your Final Jeopardy question. Here's your Final Jeopardy question. Which of these NFL franchises never has had a first overall pick in the draft, in the NFL draft? The Giants, the Broncos, the Vikings, or the Dolphins? Which of these NFL franchises have never had a first overall pick in the NFL draft?
And in the private chat, guys, in case
Yes,
you're not.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Good reminder. 1,800 or 0.
Never had a first overall pick.
Mm-hmm. Scamp's got the last one right. Well done. Everybody, a big what? What did he say? All right, contestants, you got your guesses here?
I'm writing it down right now.
Got some guesses here in the chat. Some good guesses.
Okay.
I'm having trouble over here.
Which of these NFL franchises have never had first overall pick in the NFL draft? Giants, Broncos, Vikings, or Dolphins? Jeff, you got yours?
I got mine.
You look ready. You look confident.
I don't.
Not confident, but I definitely have mine.
I'm between two.
I'm between two as well.
All right, contestants.
I'm ready.
All right. I got it.
Got it? All right.
I hope.
All right, contestants, I'm going to ask you to reveal your guesses. Simon, you got Miami. Josh, you got Minnesota. Or yeah, that's what you said, right? Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff, you got, what does that say?
Vikings.
Vikings, Minnesota.
I kind of screwed you a little bit, Jeff.
We got some good guesses
Yeah.
here in the chat. We got Broncos. We got Denver. We got Giants. We got Vikings. We got Giants. We got Giants again. We got more Broncos. We got Broncos even more, and then Giants again.
No one's
I'm
on
in-
your page.
Yeah, I was
You're
about to say I'm in
fine.
good company.
I'm feeling
over
pretty
here.
good about this right now.
All right. Well, the answer to this.
I just want to say I didn't say Giants solely because I didn't think you would give Jay the satisfaction of acting like such a positive question about the Giants in this draft.
I almost went I was between Giants and Minnesota myself.
I didn't think you would be that nice to Jay to like make a point like that.
I'm going to give you a little hint here, Simon. Jay came up with a question.
Oh shit.
So your reasoning probably isn't too great.
Oh, it might be the Giants.
Well, the answer is Denver. The Denver
No!
Broncos. Denver Broncos. That means, Josh, you are going to pull out a victory 200-0. Well done.
The worst victory we've had on the show, probably, but I'll take it.
Victory. Well done. You guys survived it. You
don't
survived
feel
the
great
game.
about it, but I'll take it. And then Jeff and Simon tied for second.
Yeah.
Jokes on you, Simon. And Mark saying, Simon, Miami drafted Jake Long first overall in like 2008.
Yes, Simon.
I was watching like
Everybody
High School
knows that.
Musical in 2008. I wasn't watching football. Like me
I was
and
a freshman
Troy.
in
Eli
high
Manning was Eli Manning number 1 overall for the Giants? That's
Was
why I
he?
eliminated them.
But no, there was a trade. They didn't actually
They
have the
drafted
number 1
Phillip
overall.
Chargers.
Rivers and the
They
Chargers
trade
drafted
after.
Eli
Yeah,
Manning.
Yes.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some weird thing there.
Man,
Oh,
that was brutal.
Jay was saying that I won before with 100 at the end of the game. So
makes
I don't
sense.
even
Final
remember
Jeopardy.
that, but awesome. I love it.
Jay saying Eli was 4th overall. So I think you're right, Jeff.
Yeah.
There you go. And then the Giants drafted
No.
Rivers.
Eli was
At
number
4.
1 overall.
But the Giants drafted Rivers at 4.
Yes, and then they made a trade.
And then they
Right,
made the
they
trade.
trade.
Jeff, thank you so much for taking the time to come on with us today. You finished tied for second with myself, but next time you're going to get that W. I can feel it, but we really appreciate you taking the time to come and stream with us, Jeff.
I think y'all just bring me on so y'all can win.
They were
Let's need a one in a while. Let's bring Jeff back on. We need a win.
I bring it doesn't matter who it is, bring anyone on the show, I'm ready to take them down,
Guys, if you are not already following our friend Jeff, go and fix that right now. He's on Twitter at Jeff Lambert77. Like I said before, he leads Going for 2, and they are putting out tons of awesome content over there.
Yes.
They just debuted a new show. But Jeff, thank you so much again. We really appreciate you coming on with us.
Thanks for having me. A lot of fun,
Of
guys.
course. And everybody in the chat, thank you so much for playing along with us today. We really appreciate it. And we will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 3 p.m. Eastern time on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notifications button so you don't accidentally miss it. Maybe your poop's taking a little longer. You got sucked into that TikTok rabbit hole. That little bell will just pull you straight out of your poop coma and bring you into Front Yard Fantasy.
And you're right into our lap.
Into our lap, out of the poop coma and into JL's lap, is exactly what that notification bell does. Guys, that is going to be it for us this Wednesday. Until tomorrow, though, adios, everyone.
Trade makes fantasy fun. Woo. Love you guys.